You remember yesterday how I said I was going to go through all the costs for a kitchen? Well, let's go through that now.
Good afternoon, Systems.
How's it going? I wonder if you could give me some prices for some materials?
Yeah, is it long list, mate, or is it just a few?
Just a few items. I'm wondering the price for 18mm plywood, cabinet grade?
It's about 172.78 plus your VAT per sheet.
172 plus VAT per sheet.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm on hold. 2 by 960. And how much is one of those?
Yeah. 476.75.
476.75. Alright, that's great.
Yeah.
And what's the upstand prices on those at the moment? Worktop prices. I'm in the process of designing a kitchen at the moment for a client. These are the plans. This is the design right here. And now I have to figure out how much all of this is going to cost. So let's find out. I have already called up and got the prices. Look how expensive birch plywood is right now. 175 plus VAT. That's lunacy. The first job is to figure out how many sheets of plywood this is to make. Step 1 is to convert all of these separate cabinets into 18mm birch plywood sheets. I like to write down all of the cabinets that I have first. In this design we have 3 cabinets that are 600 by 600 by 2.4 meter. We have 3 of these. Next we have the sink unit, which is this one right here. That unit is 850 by 600 by 720. Just keep going through that whole process until you have all of your cabinets sketched out. Now we have 7 cabinets. Now we have to divide these up into the individual components. Starting with these tool units, we have 600 by 600 for the base. And I like to draw everything out so that I've got it all clearly labelled in front of me. And I know that I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. Next we have the sides of these tall cabinets, and those are going to be 600 by 2400. And then just keep going through until you've got all of the components for the tops, sides and bottoms for all of the cabinets. Next we have to add up all of the backs and all of the doors. I like to do the backs and the doors at the same time because they're the same profile on the cabinet on each side. In this case we're using plywood for both the doors and the backs. Now that we've got all of our sheets, we can put these into a free calculator online. I use a free piece of software online. This is called Cutlist Optimizer. And all I have to do is input each of these sheets into this table. Just to show you what I've done, I take 600 by 600 and I need 6 of those. And I've input it to this table, 600, 600, 6 of those. I've done the same for all of these other pieces. So for example, 600 by 2400 is right here, 600, 2400, 10 of those, and I go through the whole sheet and I implement all of that into this table. Next I need to tell this calculator how big my sheets of wood are. All sheets are standard sizes. They come in 2440 by 1220. That's a full 8 foot by 4 foot piece of wood. As for the quantity, it wants to know how much wood I have, but because I'm ordering the wood, I want it to tell me how much wood I need. That means that I just need to put in a random number that I know is going to be more. So for example 99. Then we hit calculate and let it do its thing. And you can see here it generates a cut list. The calculations are finished. I need 10 sheets of plywood to make all of these pieces right here. One thing I haven't included for is the end panels, kickboards and shelves. So in this case I'm going to add 4 more sheets of plywood to the total. I know from experience that will be enough to add all of the extra pieces and give me some scraps left over just in case I need them. Once you have your sheet material costs, it's just a case of going through and adding up all of your appliances. Don't forget to include some money for your hardware, your wood finish, worktops, that kind of thing. These are all quite easy to calculate, so I'm not going to teach you to suck eggs. How many hinges do you want? How many drawer runners do you want? That's basically all that is. And that's basically it. That's how you work out how much a kitchen would cost. Obviously you have to add labor on top of those costs. Maybe you're building this kitchen yourself. You've got to determine whether you think you're skillful enough to build it. If you're not, then you're gonna have to hire somebody, and does your pay outweigh theirs? Or if you're a tradesman and you wanna try and sell a kitchen like this, then you need to figure out how skillful you are, how quick you are at working, how much money you wanna make per day. I can't really help you with that. You gotta figure that out for yourself. I have another late afternoon meeting, and then I have to go and pick up Maya. Has anyone noticed that every day is the same this week? It's just my TV, it's not a mirror. You've only got 3 legs, mate. How are you managing to get around? Hey? She's always jealous because I get to go to people's houses and meet all the cats and all the dogs, and she doesn't. That was another positive meeting. It's always fun when the client has a dog. You get to just play for like a few minutes. I think everyone should have a dog. I'm gonna go and pick up Maya now, and I think we're gonna go to Bath. We have to tidy the place up because it's kind of a mess. I've been making a mess in there and it needs to be sorted out. It's really hard to work when everything is like an apocalyptic building site. Just started raining. It's a good thing I'm here to pick her up, right? We've swapped places so I can be the passenger princess. Going to Bath now. Oh. Thanks, bud. I'm gonna take a nap. Look at all of this mess, all of this stuff. It's really hard when you're working in a small space because every time you need to work somewhere, you've got to move everything else out of the way. And so it feels like you're constantly shifting a giant pile of rubbish around all of the time. It's actually not too bad in the bathroom, but out here it's a disaster. And then this is our kitchen right now. I'm not too worried about looking after the floor because this is all going to get ripped up when we do the kitchen. This is our kitchen, and we had Wren come and quote this kitchen to be replaced. Pretty much the same as what we've got right here, like a galley style kitchen, but they wanted £24,000 to replace this kitchen. And you have to wonder why. So I think the plan is to put all of this stuff down here into the kitchen, and then I got to get this bed that's up here, that's got to go down into this living room space, because all of this flooring right here has been taken up from the bedroom. So I can relay the flooring in the bedroom, then the bed can go back up again, and then all of this junk, which will be in that kitchen, will come back into the living room. And I feel like I'm just constantly, forever, just moving piles of stuff around when I try to work. It's infuriating. Do you like my selfie stick, Maya?
A bit bulky.
Isn't that just so much better? How much room we have to work now. And in theory, these guys right here are going to flop straight down onto this bathroom floor right here. Now we're going to evolve this into a date night, I think. I'm going to go find some dinner. Yeah. Yum yum. It's the graduation, so everyone's getting ready to throw their hats in the air. So this is the graduation for University of Bath, which is like the really posh university in Bath. But the one that me and Maya went to, which is Bath Spa University, we kind of went to the cheap knockoff version of the university. Yeah, might as well have been a polytechnic. This bar is cool because you can sit on the balcony and you get this view of Southgate, or if you face the other way, whoa, then you can see the trains coming in. So we just finished our date at Ludo. It's first time there for us. We went there when it was, what was it before? Grays.
Yeah.
And it was good then too. But I give it 2 thumbs up. What do you think?
2.
Would go again. It's good. Right, is that the end of the video? Might be. We've got to go back now. Maya's taking the car. She's going to leave me at the office. I'm going to drive home in the truck. I've got a bit of editing to do. And is that it?
Yeah, good night.